And 1964, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Our opponent, 15,000 games of Rapid near enough, a 9-year-old account, very good. I've done just over 1100 games of Rapid. So we're playing a d4 game again here. What do we want to do? Let's play c4. He moved quickly there. Let's take. No need to make your moves too quick when you're playing Rapid, at least not early on. He's probably going to play an early c5. So he goes up with a bishop. So we can check, knight up, knight up. Okay, it's perfectly good theory, so why not? I think e3 is actually the more precise move rather than knight up though, so I'll just play e3. That's a bit more precise than knight up. I've played knight up previously and it's gone a bit wrong. But there's not much of a difference in the eval, knight up and e3, but e3 I think is the recommended move. So we're just trying to take here, but he's fine because he can still take here as well with a check. So he's actually fine. So here he'll take, and if he does, we go here. So here he'll take here. We take, then he can take, and then we can drop back. That all looks fine to me. So I'm going to do that, and I'll take back. Then I'll just drop the queen back. And then I'm going to try and castle, but we've got a bishop and knight against bishop and knight, opposite coloured bishops. So it could be a bit difficult to create anything. And that surely allows my knight forward here. That's very bold, isn't it? The knight forward allows me to potentially kick his knight. Wait, what's he done there? I can't believe he's played these moves, but he has. Now I can take the bishop first because we attack his queen. So if we take, he'll take back. Then we can grab the pawn and plant the bishop right, and we still got f3. But it gets rid of that dangerous bishop. It attacks the queen, so he'll have to take. Then just grab the pawn, I think. And put the bishop on e3 and hope that we're safe. If I go here, is this tempting me into a mistake with knight back in here? He might be, mightn't he? Am I better off lining up a sacrifice? But I've just got the simple f3 and then queen across. Yeah, I don't want his knight staying here. I'm going to go f3. The bishop guards here, and I'm going to try and chase this queen. I don't want the knight staying here. But here it covers this, at least for one move. It just means I've lost the bishop going to e3 now. So he's gone all the way back. So I'm still going to go here and hit the queen. I don't think he'll trade, but he could. It's only a pawn right now, isn't it? So he could. The knight's going to dominate my bishop if he goes there. Yeah, I might have gone wrong there. Although, have I got bishop here? Just give the pawn back. Then I can trade it off. Bishop up, he can just take. Then we can trade things down, and it looks quite pleasant actually. It doesn't mean it is though. Or I can maybe play rook across, but if I allow knight in, my bishop is completely dominated, isn't it? And I don't want to allow that, so I'm going to trade it. Unless he does something anyway and gives up an exchange, but he can just take the pawn. We'll take, and he can take back however he wants. Oh, he's got something else in mind then. Okay, let's get rid of that. What's he got in mind? Rook across. I mean, I could be bold and try and keep my pawn. Let's do that. Let's try and keep the pawn and then hope we can challenge for these open files. Because he could have just easily taken back there. But he's got control of the open file, so he's going to double up this way. So here, if he doubles up, we can trade and he can take with the queen. And then I'd need a move like king across before I can play rook over. The other idea is I go here, but he's going to double up anyway, and that's less effective, right? So I might as well play rook across, preparing king over, I think. Okay, so let's trade one. He'll probably go with the queen to control the file. But after king over, I think I just go here. If he plays queen down, I don't have to take, and I could still play rook across, right? My king will be here. And he would, well, he'd have a check there, wouldn't he? That's problematic. That's what I want to do. Queen down, trade. He attacks the two pawns. I can guard one and he can win the other. He's active. He's very active. But I can't go here without my king here. So king here. Queen down is the natural move. And I can't play rook here to guard the pawn either. So what do we do? Here, queen down, and it feels problematic. If I play rook here, he can check. I guess I can step up and he doesn't have rook here. He could take, I take. He can take here, but then I'm getting active. So I think I go here and he'll go here. And I think I've got rook across, check, king up. Rook takes, queen takes. Yeah, so he's played the queen down. Okay, I'm miles down on the clock. He's not going to trade off here because I'm just better if he does. So I think I go here, right? Now he doesn't have rook there because it's double covered. But if we trade, I'm threatening a checkmate in one. If he takes my rook. And if he moves his rook, maybe I've got rook e3 to guard and kick him out. That's what he's done. So I think I've got rook here to chase the queen. But I've got to be careful about getting pinned. Or I could just play queen here. Or here. And if he takes the pawn, I can check here. If he goes here, I just check and win the rook. Although I'd lose my rook. It might be... Actually, let's calculate this. Here, check. If he goes here, there's a back rank mate. So here, he'd have to go here. Check, and we hit them both. If he steps up, we can activate the rook, right? And if he goes back, yeah, it's carnage in it. It must be good for us. So here, if he trades, we cover everything. So it's got to be right to go here. He can't afford to take the pawn he has. So I think he's just blundered the game. I think he has. He's just moved really quickly. He's 3 minutes up on the clock. You don't need to do that. But he can't go there. It's just a back rank checkmate. He has to go here. Now we just take. We hit the rook. Now our rook's under attack, but we can bring it forward here. If he goes here, we just take and it's checkmate. If he goes here, we just drop back with a discovered check and win the queen. So he's just moved it crazy fast when he's got 3 minutes on the clock. Okay, so now the safe move, just drop back, discovered check, and win the queen. Is there an actual checkmate here, though? Here? If he goes here, it's mate, so here he has to go here. Check, and he can run in the corner. It's not a forced mate, so just play the easy move that you see. And just win the queen. Win the queen. He just moved it way too quickly there, didn't he? Way too quick. He had a good position. Let's see how good it was in engine speak. He felt like he had a good position there. Played it very well. 30 moves. They're the move times for both players. Zuckerdort opening Queen's Gambit Invitation. It's basically a modern way of saying the Reti opening. That's how most players refer to it with knight f3. But I think the correct, technically correct for a lot of them is the Zuckerdort. But it's all flatline level here. Probably is most of the way through. It changes here, so a bit up and down in the opening, a little bit up and down, but it's really just changed there. So 94 and 80 on the accuracy. So let's just have a quick through, but see, not much being flagged for either side in the opening few moves. We're just trying to get developed and get a playable position. So this is all good. E3 good. Bishop up was good, but that's actually swung it slightly to black, but it's still a good move. So it's not been particularly flagged for anything. Guess you can just play it. Not any of the squares, basically just get your bishop developed is what we're trying to do. And here I should have played queen back to c2, so that's a slight inaccuracy. Should have gone to c2. Then here f5 is an inaccuracy. Should have played bishop to b5, attacking our rook. So knight up was good. f4 is a blunder. We should have just taken it immediately rather than taking the bishop. Okay. So we should have just taken, knight goes back to d6, h3, apparently is the line. So we should have just taken the pawn first, but it was good there. f3 was good. Queen f2 inaccurate though. I should have played queen to a4 and just think that my king is actually pretty safe. I mean, there's attacks potentially coming, isn't there? Queen a4 there is not the type of move I would look at when you've got this sort of potential idea coming along. That's not something I would look at. Queen f6 was good, and here I should have been a bit bolder and gone g4, as you can see, instead of the bishop up, but I'm a bit concerned about knight coming in, but I should have just played g4. Then rook across there. He should have just taken the pawn. That's what I was expecting to do. Take the pawn, we take, and he's got multiple ways to take back. It's just completely flatline level. He didn't, so we traded and we gambled to try and keep the pawn. We're +1 better now. Then it's just stable like this. Some development moves. We figured this out okay. So rook e1 was good. Check was good. King g2 was good. And he should have taken the rook there. Then in taking, we take back. We create a mate in one threat. But after that, I hadn't particularly looked at it too much further to see what I would do after this. But that was the right line. It's just still level. This gives us a slight advantage. So queen across was good. And then that's the losing blunder. It's now a forced checkmate. So check was good. Check was good. Check was good. And there's a forced mate in 2 here, but I didn't see it, so I just dropped back. It's still a forced checkmate actually in this position, but the mate in 2, I just didn't see it when I was playing the game. But play rook across either square. And what do? You go there. I suppose if you take the pawn, it's a little easier to see it. Take the pawn. If you go this way, it's just checkmate. If you go this way, it's just checkmate this way. I can see that now. I can see that now. Just take the pawn and you create the back rank mate threat, whatever happens. So yeah. But if you're in doubt, I didn't see it at the time I played the game. You can see you drop back, discover check, you win the queen. And that's good enough and it's game over anyway. So very good.